Oh, I got the wrong date going on there. I'll fix it when I send it to YouTube. Hello everyone, I am back on Valheim. I have put the wrong date. It says 03 30 instead of 31. My bad. I got in a hurry with my naming, but the name does have a little alternative text of floating devices, so you'll be able to know that this is this particular episode. And when I post it to YouTube, I'll change the name, or after it's all done, I'll try and change the name. Anyway, hi and good morning. We are getting ready to start in here. I did get on last night for a little while, as I do. It's actually very relaxing, except when it's not, to play this game. But I had a pretty good time last night, just doing some simple wandering around. So I'm going to hit start. And we're going to go in. Now, today's hint for what I did is the first big task that I went after was fixing the fence around the triangle house at the old stones. So we're probably going to go look at that, as well as a couple other things that I did while I was here. And yeah. Now it's just a matter of waiting for it to load in. It may take a little while to load. We've had a little weather around here. It's particularly windy, and so last night we had emergency trucks and all sorts of things going on, and the power went out. It was very exciting for a bit. But the good news is the power's back up, so I can play. So hurrah! All right, it says here some resources require better gear to harvest them. Yep, I have figured that part out. All right, so I'm going to show you what's going on in my little chest here. And what you should notice, or maybe should is the wrong word, is that I have an extra piece of bling. You knew I had gotten the ruby, right? But I now have a silver necklace. And I got this because I found another one of those treasure boat treasure sites with because of the apocalypse had lifted some of that treasure right up out of the ground, and so I grabbed it. I figured, why not? I'm taking it. I also had a few fire arrows there, and then also in that treasure site, this time there were bone fragments. So now I have 6 bone fragments, which is terribly exciting because now I only need 4 more, and then I can upgrade my club. And then over here, I just added to the food stack a little bit, nothing too serious, and a couple of Grey Dwarf eyes. I'm going to take a moment and eat some food, and we'll go with some of the good stuff here, for stamina anyway. That's kind of what I need more of at this point. I do have quite a bit of deer meat. I have been accumulating and practicing my bow. In fact, let's take a moment and look at that. My skill sets, I have 34 jump, so I've been jumping quite a bit. I have 13 fists, so I went up from 11 to 13. My run is at 31. I've been running around. It just seems like it's taking longer to do. Maybe because I'm not terribly consistent with it. My club is an out-of-hand 33%, because it and my axe are what I use when I'm going after these dudes. My blocking 13%, which I'm actually pretty happy about. I'm not consistent with that either, but I do use it. My sneak is 32. I'm getting much better at it. Wood cutting is 48. That is my strongest skill, is knocking down trees. My swim is 12, which means, as you should have probably figured out, I have been swimming a lot more, because I think I've got up from like 7 to 12. I just been, swimming a lot more because of the rivers that now cross all of my properties, so to speak. And then my bow is at 15. I went from 12, 13 to 15. So I've been using my bow, and my knife is at 15. I haven't really, that was already there, but my spear is at 17. So my spear and my bow are the ones that I most improved aside from my swimming. So yeah, but I want to show a thing. So let's show the thing. Oh, let's try this again. The door. There we go. I'm gonna arm myself just in case the I gotta walk out farther than the door and it just slams me back every time I don't, yeah. Alright, you will notice that the raft is on the other side. So I said to myself, so let's try and learn how to do this, and I kinda did. I kinda sorta understand how to pilot this thing. But it is dependent on the wind current, and so now the raft happily rests on the other side. I was able to float from here to there, but I could not float from there to here because the wind did not favor me on that one. So the good news is this is not a far swim. This is just get in and swim, and what I will probably end up doing is making a bridge of some sort. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but that is something that future me will solve, I guess. It's the same thing. I realized that what I'm going to end up over there is when I get a pickaxe, I'm just going to make a round set of stairs going up and around until I can get up to that house, and then I can get the stuff out of it. Anyway, you know how we'd run around and checked all those other treasure spots and then found nothing after that one time? Well, right over here, once I came over here, there was the treasure box, there was the skeletons, there were all sorts of things over here. And the chest is now empty, but I just found that funny as heck, you know? I thought, well, of course that's how it rolls. The other thing I did, let me make sure I can find it. Yes, we're gonna walk over here, because I did a thing. Well, I did a couple of things. Let me make sure I'm facing in the right direction here. Alright, so I did some exploring. Before, this was all kind of in the brown, okay, in the hidden map part of things. So I did do some exploring while I was going after the deer and you know, hunting the other day, or last night. And so this area is actually really kind of flush with the good stuff, you know, berries and everything. But I found like some more old stone places, for another old stone place. Oh, look at that deer right there. And then I decided that if the house is not going to be like a permanent home, I'm just going to call it a shelter. The reason I made this is that I actually, I had come across the river like far away, that away. And I thought to myself, I need a place, and so this is my newest place here that I made. You'll notice it's tall and kind of small, but it is effective for getting things fixed. So, and we're getting a nap. It apparently setting myself on fire, so there's that. But it turned out far more nicely than I expected. I mean, I expanded it. It was just a square tower, and I just sort of expanded it so I could put the bed in the back, and then made some thatch roofs and put the fire out. And it worked really well. It was a nice accommodation. And then over here, I found some more skeleton bits, and I decided we aren't going to have any more skeletons come from out of here, so I just put a fireplace in there. So, preventative measures, folks. Preventative measures. And then I realized I've just started collecting, you know, mushrooms and raspberries when I have room in my pockets, because having food in the area is a bonus and a blessing, honestly speaking. So, yeah, that's what I realized. And so I'll just go, I don't know if I put a chest in there or not. I'll check and put a little food down. It doesn't have to be a lot, but knowing that I have something somewhere in a pinch is actually helpful to my inner psychology. Oh, there's the chest. I did put a chest in here. Oh, that's where the money went. I knew I had some gold from the treasure chest. Okay, good to know. All right, so that's just all the new stuff that I did from exploring. Let me take a look here. And basically, what I'd done, I didn't actually cross over here. I crossed over way over here, and then wandered around this way. So it was me doing some hunting along the way in this direction. Oh, it's raining! How exciting! Well, I still want to show you what's going on. So we are just going to go ahead and walk on. Yeah, I think that might be the way to go. Let's make sure we have our health up and our food up. Yeah, we're good. You know, it's a good idea to talk about what happens when it rains, because we had that whole conversation before. So if you're wondering what happens when it rains, you can find out by going into the compendium. And on the first level, it talks about active effects. Now, right now, I have 2 effects going. I'm rested, which means that I've got bonuses for being rested. And then I'm wet, which I have debuffs, is that the word? Where I got not bonuses going on. So I have the 50% health regeneration, but I also have minus 25%. So about half of my stamina or my health is not going to regenerate as quick. And my stamina and magic regeneration is down by 15%. And then... Right, yes. Basically the weather is basically causing me to be just a little unhappy, so to speak. Oh, we'll be alright. We're alright. We got good stamina and strength. We had food. I'm not rushing anywhere. I'm just showing, you know, what it looks like. And we're in the good forest, so anything that comes after us, the graylings or whatever, those guys I can handle, so we are okay. Alright, the lizard is coming after me. There we go. It's uncomfortable, but it's not undoable. That's basically what it is. Now, the trick to this is, the nice thing about where the raft is this is the shortest spot here. So, since I know it's the shortest, I know I can swim across and be basically okay. So, and worst cases, I could always get on the raft. Is that a ladder? That is a ladder. On the raft, this is cute. There's a little ladder going on the raft. There's, of course, the raft itself, which appears to be moving just a little bit. Well, that makes it an even shorter run. Here we go. Got another bit of swim out of that. That worked out well. That worked out really well. I could make like several rafts and run across if I wanted to, I guess. I could. Or I could, yeah, just so that I'm upping my swimming every time. That's true. My own personal diving board there. That would, yeah, that was pretty funny. Who needs a bridge when I have raft? All right, so now we are rested a little bit and we are drier. I guess we could go take a look at another place until it dries out, but really the rain should be stopping pretty soon. It's been going on for a little while. What we might do is see if we can sleep and wake up to a better tomorrow. Oh, we totally can. Let's do this. Yep. Wake up to a better tomorrow. We'll see if... yeah, that's okay. With Ixir, his rallies are the ones I worry the least about, because A, I know it's just the forest critters, and B, to me it's just getting food in the larder. You can see they're bouncing up against the wall though. Well, actually, they bounced up against the rock. They did absolutely no damage there. Did you see that? Alright guys, come and get it. I need to raise my spear skill. Creatures are calming down, so those boars won't be coming back. They're all running away, which is fine. I'm heading in that direction, but I'm not necessarily after them. There we go. I figured out how to wear this stuff on my back so that it doesn't weigh me down quite as much. Oh, that boar is still upset. Look at him. He is still upset. So he's got a status of probably wild and frightened. That would be the only side effect, is that the animals were frightened into coming out after me, and that's no fun. You know, it might not be a bad idea. I mean, because I don't know where they start, and just as long as I have stone and wood, I don't think it hurts to just put in a little insurance. Well, yeah, and it's a beacon. You know, that I'm certainly going to be able to see that light far away. You know, so for however long it lasts. So. Cross over here. Clean up some of the branches here. And for a little blocking practice. Oh. Oh, well, it's just going down the hill there. Just see, that boar's a lot more relaxed. As long as you don't go chasing it, it might leave you alone. It seems like that boar on this pass has always been a little bit lower key. All right, we're heading towards the triangle. It is, isn't it? It's like a walking larder. I just have, just have to be willing to go get it. All right, since I'm close to a house over here. Yeah, we shall eat a bite. Yep. There's that. This house is getting a little bit of supply going on here. Let's take a moment while we're here to have a little something. There we go. No, I'm just storing it. It should store okay in the. I did not finish the thought. It should store okay in the chest. It should store okay in the chest. The meat should, until I can come back and cook it. So. Gonna stop by the bees, make sure they're all right. Alright, sorry. Maybe when I come by it the next time, it wasn't looking too bad. I fixed it last night. Beg your pardon. Well, the bees are being very happy. I'm pleased. That's good. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about stopping in here, because I do have stuff in there in the sense that I think I have wood in there, a little extra wood or whatever, but... Yeah, the path that I built, for whatever reason, at least here in New World, I just happen to hit a lot of food along the way. A lot of food along the way, and it's just actually really nice, You got too close to me. Oh well, didn't time that well. I'm just not super fast with the bow. That's definitely a range thing, and it's a slower thing. Grayling's a little fast. So that's something you kind of got to learn along the way is, that some of these creatures are just a little too fast for some weapons, or you should use, like the spear works great with them, as long as I'm facing in the right direction. But maybe not so great if I'm not facing in the right direction, All right, so here's the fence, and doesn't it look much better now? It's up off the ground. I've got a gate here. Um, it comes back around. Everything's sort of mostly level. And the wood gate is no longer opening up into water. But I also went ahead, and where it had been opening up into water, I just flattened out a little around here too, so that the fence won't take any damage from being in the water. So that's kind of what I did there. And actually, since we're here, I think what we'll do is we're going to follow along that little path, because that path goes someplace, and we should, I guess, check it out and see what's going on over there. Let's see what I got going on in here. So I got a bit of food, a bit of hide, just usual bits and bobs. Yes, this is like, I decided this was going to be my food larder there. And then some wood supplies there, because, you know, when the fence came down, I actually used less wood to build the new fence. So, go figure. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. All right, take this raspberry and put it down in here. We got 47 out of 50 on the honey. I might put a little more honey in here. There. Okay. Oh, wait. Take the boar hide. That over there. I guess we're just gonna hold on to the money for a little while. Not hurting anything. Alright. So let's go take a look and see where that path is going. Over there. And I am carrying a lot of rocks, just saying. Let me go back. Let's put that in the little supply chest there. That is probably a good idea, is just to cut that weight down. I didn't even look at that. Yep. Yeah. Nope. You're right. Alright. Okay, so there. We'll put some of the rock there so I'm not carrying quite as much. Probably don't even need that much. I'm sorry. You need 5 to make a fire. And to make the bench you need 10, and then you need 2 for the fire, and then a little bit more if you want to make, like, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You need 5 rocks, and you need 12 wood for sure to have fire and a bench, and a workbench. But I like carrying a little bit more of everything just in case I make 2 fires, you know, along the way. Because if I'm putting fires in the, then I just need. Yeah, and that was weighing me down for sure. Alright, so there is a bird there. Now, if I open this gate, it's going to scare him away, but I can prepare and pretend like I know what I'm doing here. Yep, there it went. The good news is that the birds are always going to come back to this area because of the water, so. It would be nice. Yep, and when you knock down trees, you also get feathers that way. Basically because, you know, it implies that there's a nest, you know. We're gonna go follow the road that's up here, because I'm not entirely sure where this road goes anymore. It's been long enough since I last explored. And you can see that we had that uplift of the wood there. You know, so Well, the uplift on the wood. Alright. Dang it. I'm just not that subtle yet. Oh, another bird. I was going to try for it, but it's okay. You know, it's not my priority right now. Okay, sis. I mean, I did make a path, but I don't know what is it doing. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, you can see it. You know. Okay, looks like it was a house. Looks like. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's in the hill now, or part of the hill, or whatever. The house no longer exists here. Wow. All right. Well, good to know. Good to know. I know, right? I hope it wasn't anything important. Yeah, because I'm certainly not getting that back until I got a pickaxe. So that is interesting. All right, let's see if this path goes any farther. Nope, that was it. The path went to whatever house this was. Isn't that amazing? This is just... of course, I'm being directionally challenged right now, so I'm having a little bite to eat because I said you could have a bite to eat. I didn't even know there was a mountain to go up, you know. Well, this is true. This is, you know, completely different feel in texture, you know. But it's interesting. Is that a building over there? No, that's just a group of trees there that looks like it should be a building. But we found one of the treasure map places, so take a moment, take a look. Now this one looks like it's empty. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to dig for the treasure here. It didn't sink, it rose up. Well, you know, I ought to try, actually. That's a good point, and see if it'll give me one. Now, well, yeah, no, I can't use the other one now, because it's just not a usable one, you know. Now, I'm way over here right now. So, this is where House Yonder was. This is where the troll is, if I recall correctly. So, yes, it's just way over at House Yonder. Which, you know, actually makes total sense when you think about it on this particular world. Alright, what we're gonna do is see if we can safely make it to House Yonder. Oh crap. It's just right out there in front. The troll is just right out there, banging things, being aggressive. I may not have a house to go back to. Oh, gosh. Yeah, house yonder is not that important, yeah. Now what I don't have is like a nearer place, so a nearer place, you know, so we're gonna turn on the light and just gonna carry the torch here. It is indeed nighttime. We walked around long enough that the night is falling. Let me see where I'm at on the map here. I can get to a hut too, so that's not a problem. Alright, so don't try and run through the trees there. That was pretty funny. The nice thing about being in the good forest is no matter how, you know, many graylings there are, it'll be fine. So I can realize, at least on a certain level, that I am no longer, you know, a newbie. I got good armor. I'm fairly confident about my weapon skills. Certain weapon skills, yeah. And I have enough preparation that I can go from place to place and feel pretty good about if I'm stuck out at night. It's not the worst thing ever. And it's just go find a place to stay, or, you know, I will have made a tent or something before, so. Go. Says I'm full already. Yeah, because I've been eating along the way. I'm gonna go ahead and put the money here for right now. It's not like I have encountered a trader or anything, so. So I think one of the first things I might do, now that I know exactly where that troll is, when I'm ready to attempt a troll, I think the house yonder troll may be my first one. And my thinking is this: he is out in the middle of a field, you know, that I can see clearly. So when I try for it, I will probably try there. It's so hard to know where to stay because they're all good places now. Yeah, for just in case, yeah. Yeah. That's closest to the troll, or make a house close to the troll and put like a chest of armor and shield and weapons close by, and then yeah, that is a plan. One side benefit of all that jumping is that is that I'm actually jumping a little too high now. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. All right. Go check the other house that was along this road. Man, I made a lot of houses when I was starting out. A lot of houses. And I'm happy that I did. I am not complaining. Oh, here comes the grayling. Oh, I got two. There we go. A little bit of grayling battle there. And now I'm going to try and practice the bow on the boar that's way out there. Nope, I'm not close enough. Still not close enough. Yes. It is actually. It's a great practice world. Oh, it started to rain. I did hit him. Yeah, look at all those trees that got busted down with the cataclysm. Just, oh. I really am on this world. I'm in wood forever. I can just walk around and find plenty. I think we're gonna maybe go take a look at another of the worlds real quick and dry again. And I got a comfort of 5 and set the spawn point here since I can. Really cleaning up. Check our supply situation here. You can see, oh, I got a bee over here. That is actually kind of nice to know. Chest, what's going on over here? I got some coal, I got some meat. I might take that. Go. Put this meat in to cook later. There haven't been as many dandelions. Of course, it makes sense because they're probably all underwater because the meadow had all the dandelions. So it would make sense that something happened to them all. All right, I'm gonna transfer to another world. I'll eat food in the house when we get there. Let me save here. What we might do is go take a look at Gremlin. And I only have the one house there, and we can just wander around, take a look around. And then probably in about 15-20 minutes, of course I say that now because, you know, but I'll probably stop so I can have a little breakfast and whatever. But it's been fun to kind of show off all the things. And, you know, I've learned so much over the last course of a few days. You know, I've learned how to shoot the bow. I've learned how to do the raft just a little bit. I've gotten better at building. So, you know, for my sense of progress, I feel like I've really been progressing quite a bit. just with the updates that they gave us, even though it's a big world shaker, it kind of forced me to rethink how I do something, you know. Yeah, New World is great for that. It's a great place for practice and doing like and getting food and supplied up. Because the worlds, they repopulate. So like if you hunt the deer aren't going to come back eventually, and the boar are going to come back eventually. And because I haven't fought Ichthir, I basically have an ongoing larder until I'm ready to fight Ichthir. But once I fight him, then those raids stop, and then a new set of raids start. And they would be all like the Grey Dwarfs in the next raids. So it's just each raid increases in intensity, which, you know, oh, fun, but not really, right? Okay, so it's like, you know, oh, fun, but not really, right? So, okay, so this one is the only house I have on this site. It's got a comfort level of 4, so you can tell it's just very basic. Empty chest, I haven't done anything with it. But that does also mean that I can basically build up here if I want to. This, oh, is actually very nice. I was actually expecting it to be rainy, so this is not too bad at all. I am actually in a meadow here. That is nice. No, I'm not up on a hill. I'm actually frankly shocked about that. I don't know if there are other places that are, but this one seems pretty normal. Got through the cataclysm pretty normalish. Well, let's go check out the Ichthir, because we are not far from it. I'm not sure where. Let's look at the map. The map says the circle is not far. Oh, look at this. I mean, none of this is far from each other. Okay, the bed and the home, apparently the mapping didn't go so well there, but they're in the same place, you know? That's just... Yeah, it's not that far, though. Okay, let's go put on... Ooh, we got bones. Yes. Yes. Sorry. I'm taking these skeletal remains, and I'm putting in a fire. Kind of added a couple wood. It occurs to me one wood is maybe, you know, not that much. And that just means I'll pick up some wood while I'm walking around here. There we go. Yeah, I do. I got it. Yeah. I at least have enough to make the bench and the fire. Oh, here's just here is a stone circle. This is the Ichthir in the middle of nowhere. You know what? We're just gonna put another fire here. Because there's enough stone around here, I'll just gather 5 of them. No, this is the deer, the Ichthir boss. It's not the stone circle. There we go. Just like that, I have more more. I can make another fire if I want to. Now, what this place lacks is a road. I have made no paths here, you know, and that is something. We're heading to the circle, yeah. It's not far. We could even run back to the house that way. I mean, it's really not very far from each other. Alright, I'll pick up the pace here. There you go. Until you have no roads, and then you're like, well, this would be a lot easier with roads. Okay, this looks like this is a boar stone. Alright, that's very nice. I mean, I figured that because there was a boar close by, but it could also have been, you know, we got the stone ring going on here. Well, it looks like it sank down. Look at that. It is. And it was on flat ground, and now it is not. I mean, it's not too bad. It's just not on flat ground. But, alright. Yep, it pinged it at where I had it, so awesome. You can find a flattish space. This looks like pretty, if not flat, it looks roomy here, so. Oh, I got a choice. I can run back to the house, or I can make a place. So, well, because the evening's gonna be coming on. So, yeah, you know, time passes. So that's the thing. Yeah. Yep, it would be. Yep, we're gonna run back to the house now. Well, what I'm doing is I'm following the open path I already had. Oh, I see. Oh, a deer. Yep. And I scared the deer, so I'm not getting the deer today, but that's alright. This is, it says, on this spot, a tree fell on my head, and I cursed to God. So I leave this stone in praise of them that they might forgive my reckless words. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Is that a building? It is a building. It's not my house. It's a bee building, but there's no bees in there. I'm just gonna mark it. Since I can, I'll just... And there's the grave that we saw. It has a fire in it. Here's the treasure spot. And I'll just leave it alone because I'll find it again. And there's my house over there. Alright, so we have successfully explored, you know, checked things out on Gremlin. I'm going to take a moment and kind of walk this way, because we're close enough I can get back. And this will let me do a little exploring. There's a deer. There's 2 deer. I'm just not close enough. That might be my signal. I should look for those exclamation points. The exclamation point means that they can see me, but it also kind of gives me a range. Got it. Well, this deer was worth 2 of them anyway. Have I really got full pockets? I do. Let me throw away the... No, I don't feel rested anymore. No. Let's see. I don't need the boar head. I don't need the mushroom. That worked out perfect. All of this I can come back for later if I really, really want it. Ooh, is that another building close by? It is. I don't hear anything. Empty chest. I apparently have been here before. There's a workbench here. So, okay, well, never mind then. Yeah, it's basically free wood, so I can come and I can grab that and put it away. And there's our, it's evening, the sun is getting ready to set music. I think it gives you, what, about 5 minutes maybe to get wherever you have to get to. Yep, I can go take the house down. I could put a fence around here. So there's a few things I could do to make this a little more homey. I know, that comes later when you have, I think, nails. That's, I think, when you get to be able to do that. Oh, it is awfully smoky in here, isn't it? Oh my goodness, this I don't think I built this house well. There's some space holes. It's not tall is what it is. Not tall enough. There, that'll help that. Railing running around there. Yeah. The thing about graylings is they'll hit you with their fists. They're not going to actually try and hurt you, but... I mean, they will when you first start out, but... Let's see, honey, mushroom, meat. There we go. Yeah, I need to eat, yeah. Like, graylings are your early warning system of you are hungry, have something. Yeah, the poles that I had were too small. And so it wasn't getting above the house. So we just want to make sure it's above the house, not... Okay, we're not going to bother with that X then. Oh, I was trying to put another X and be fancy, and now I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, not really. What I need is the roof facing in the correct direction, and high enough I'm not being smoked out of my own location there. There we go. See if that does it. It's a little better. Still a little high, but it's not suffocating me now. Yeah, I think that seems like a good plan, actually. We're just going to bring the bed over here. It's still close enough, it won't be, you know, too cold or whatever. Alright. I claim the bed and sleep. I think we're going to call it good here. I had fun. I hope you did too. And, I'll let the world finish saving, but I'm going to go ahead and we'll turn off the live stream here. Have a great rest of the day.